Okay, hello everybody. Today was a show. Oh my gosh, we had a morning. I had to get some shipping done, which is this big IKEA bag. I have some stuff to take to Lululemon for a Lululemon drop, which is the bag underneath it if you can't see. My car is like so full of stuff right now. I have stuff that we are taking to the consignment store or the buy sell trade store. I'm hungry, I'm under-caffeinated, and I need a breakfast sandwich and a Diet Coke. So, here is the order in which I think we will accomplish our goals today. And we're gonna go thrifting. That's the fun stuff. That's the fun part. So, I think Lululemon first, because it's the furthest thing out. And then I come back south of the metro, south of the river, as they say, if you're in the cities. I will get my buy sell trade stuff, my Uptown Cheapskate stuff dropped off. I'm gonna go to Unique to donate. I have so much stuff to donate, which is good. It's out of the house, but it's a pain in the butt when it's like all fitting barely into my little trunk. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to a Goodwill. I'm gonna go to maybe a Salvation Army in my local area. We'll find out. I'm just gonna see where the wind takes us. I might go to a few thrift stores up in Edina to just kind of like go, you know? I don't really get up there over that much. I'm going to the Lululemon at the Southdale Mall. If you know anything about the Twin Cities, a very bougie area, so I feel like I'm gonna get judged. But I did put on my Ave Maria University t-shirt, which is a very expensive Catholic school. So they think that I'm just some like rich little Catholic kid dropping off my Lululemon. I think it'll be a good day. The air conditioning is, oh my gosh, just medicinal. It is very hot out already, which is fine. It's July in the Midwest. Like, I would not expect it to be cold. But I'm gonna get my Diet Coke. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to go to the storage unit. I'm gonna get my shipping done, and we will reconvene later. I'm sorry that my steering wheel is in everybody's face. I am 6'2", and it is very annoying to feel like I drive a little go-kart. We were blessed today, truly, with like the biggest Diet Coke ever, which means that today's gonna be a good day. I have, oh, excuse me, lady. I have secured a little breakfast sandwich. My hair is just getting bigger and bigger by the minute today. Oh my God. What's that, like TikTok sound? Okay, any little old ladies getting out of the car? No. Work. We are gonna go ship. I am going to pull a few extra things for the buy sell trade store. Just stuff that's kind of been hanging out a little bit, stuff that's kind of just sitting for a little too long that I think definitely could make me a little bit of shmoney over there. If you are watching as well, I did put up a Fine With Me video. So that footage of like, this is what I'm taking, this is what I'm doing, yada, yada, yada. That will be over there on that video. Okay, so we are in storage unit amongst all of my things. I'm gonna get my shipping done. I am gonna show, let me do this. I'm gonna get my shipping done. I'm gonna show the stuff that I'm taking to the consignment store for the Consign With Me video, and we'll get out of here because we gotta get moving today. We just dropped off our shipping, which was amazing. I love my little local post office. There's never anybody in there, and they're always really nice, which is a joy. So we are on the way to Lululemon to get our Lululemon little buyback credit thing. I've never done this before, so we shall see if this is a complete headache or if this is like, oh, okay, actually this is really nice. We will find out. I'm driving like back behind the post office, and I really hope that nobody yells at me, but they put all these carts here, so I'm just gonna go this way. Oops. I'm not a very good driver, I will say. So, I will touch base again when we get to the Lululemon. That man is parked very illegally. And we will do a little recap after we're done, and we'll see how it goes. You know, we'll see if all this Lululemon that's been sitting in my garage for a year has been worth it. Okay, we have officially made it to Lululemon. I'm like a little, I think that, I don't know. I'm a little weirded out. I'm a little nervous, which, like, why? Why am I nervous? I think I'm nervous because I have to bring an IKEA bag of stuff, like, through just a regular mall. And I don't want people to think I'm weird. But also, when does that ever stop me? Either way, I have about 35, 40 pieces that I am gonna take into them. I literally don't know how this works. I don't know if I need an appointment. I don't know if I need anything. I will relay back what happens, how my little experience went. After we are done with Lululemon, we are gonna go drop our stuff off at the Buy Sell Trade store, and then we get to start thrifting. I'm super excited. So let's rip this Band-Aid off and let's get in there. Hi, we just got back from Lululemon. Literally took 15 minutes. Easiest thing in the entire world. They were so nice. They kind of knew what was going on when you walk in with an IKEA bag. I got 80 bucks, $80 for just like Lulu that I picked up in the bins. So what they cannot take are women's tops. Like the Swiftleys, they didn't take any tank tops just because they had like a million of them. They took all the leggings, they took all the men's stuff that I took. They took all the women's jackets. Like I had a few Define jackets. They didn't look at any condition. They literally just were like, can you separate them in a category? Tops, jackets, pants, shorts, knits. I had like a kimono situation thing. $80. Like, what a joy. What a joy. Oh my gosh, it was so easy. So when we go up north, there is a Lululemon outlet. And that's where I get all my Christmas presents. It'll be really nice to have all my Christmas presents done. I think because I'm up here, there is a thrift store that one of our dear good friends loves to go to that we literally just have not been to in like years. It used to be, it was like, okay, for a hot minute, and then they just went like AWOL and everything was like at least $15. That's a stop sign, Ryan. I hope that wasn't another stop sign. Okay, we are at thrift store number 1. This is the Arc Value Village in Edina. I have not been here in literally years. I have no idea what to expect, but I hope we find a gem, you know? I hope we find something fun. So let's get in there and let's see what they got. My first time finding a pair of Fluvogs, and $20 is a really good price. I was really interested in this dress because it was in Italian or European sizing. It was only like 12 or 13. Oh, this one was 15, just kidding. But I thought it was really cute. If it was a little Y2K pickup, I would have been really happy with it, but I passed. This is an 11's jumpsuit from Anthropologie. It was a really, really beautiful color. Jumpsuits just don't really do that well for me, even though this was a really good size, and it was only $15. This store specifically did have a lot of Lilly Pulitzer. A lot of it was marked up really high. This one was an extra large. I loved this kind of like swim cover vibe that it had going on, and it was only 12 bucks. I looked into it and comps just really weren't there. I think this is the first time that I've ever actually paid up for a Sundance dress. This was new tags for $180. It was $14. It is this beautiful like red pink color, perfect for a summer event. Beautiful piece. This Maeve dress is definitely older, but I did consider it just because of the color and the style. I thought it was very twee. I thought it'd be good for Depop. 15 bucks though, it was just a little high. Do you see it? I see it. And I was wrong. I thought that this potentially could have been, and I was gonna have a really joyous day. It was not. I thought this little beaded bag was really cute too. I found this really decent pair of Citizens of Humanity jeans. These are the Olivia. The skinny jeans just don't do that good, but 15 bucks for a pair of Citizens is a good price. This store did have a ton of older Anthropologie pieces. A lot of it was this by Anthro label. These pants were $15, which I didn't think was that bad if you were buying them for yourself, and they did seem really lightweight, which would be good for the hot weather. Everybody please just take a moment of silence for this pair of Veronica Beer jeans. Even for $11, they were not worth it. These poor things. I do, however, end up taking this pair of jeans home. This is a pair of Goldie jeans. These are 14 bucks. I think $14 is a really good price to pay for these pairs of jeans. I think these will be good for the fall. This is the Nico jean in this really nice kind of like stone-washed black. They had a lot of this kind of basic Free People stuff here. It was really expensive. I do manage to snag a few pieces that are on half off because of the color. This was 15 bucks and it was not worth it. This one was half off. This is a size large. The green one I think was a size small or medium. This one was marked at only $8 before the discount, so it would be about 4 bucks. This is a new to me Anthro brand that I've definitely seen in the stores before. It is called Let Love, and they make these really fun graphic band tees, sweatshirts, and things.
And for 10 bucks, good price. This is a Rana Jill piece, which if you don't know is an older Anthro brand. They are very expensive new, but a lot of the time they just don't hold their resale value. I looked this one up and there were comps on eBay for like $15, $20. It was beautiful, but I left her behind.
Okay, that was like the most peaceful, very successful little moment ever. I found some decent stuff. I spent $75, which I don't think was that bad. And considering, oh, these are like spicy hot. Considering 20 of that was that really beautiful pair of Fluvogs. I've never found a pair of Fluvogs before. So let's look at them together because I've never seen them. They were 20 bucks. They are so pretty. A little white loafer. I'm gonna say these are a woman's 11 just because they look a little thin for a men's foot. So this is Arc Value Village. They work with people with special needs or disabilities for like job training and stuff. So I felt very good shopping here. And everybody was like so sweet. It was literally so quiet, which I love when I can like thrift like this during the day in the middle of the week because everybody else is at work and I'm taking all the good stuff from the thrift stores. We are now en route to the consignment store. I'm gonna drop my stuff off. We may swing in someplace for a little lunch. A salad sounds like a joy. So, without further ado, I will see everybody at the consignment store. Hi, everybody. We just pulled in to Uptown Cheapskate. I am gonna move my car because there is no way I'm lugging all this stuff from the middle of the parking lot all the way over here. Oh, and this man is absolutely watching me. What a joy. So I just did my little clip for the Consign With Me video. I am going to try to not hit this curb. Beautiful. I'm gonna take my stuff in. We are gonna get some lunch and then we're gonna go thrifting. It'll be great. We are at Goodwill numero uno. I just dropped some stuff off to donate. I have to pee so bad, so this is gonna be very quick. I hope we find some little gems. I hope we find something good. Jack has had success here before in the past, so let's see if we can replicate some of that. Let's get in there.
This Goodwill always has the best of these like really funny little boutique socks. I do have a few pairs from here and I think they're really funny and they are honestly really comfortable. One of the reasons why I do really love this Goodwill is not a whole lot gets marked up. Obviously some of the like athletic wear, but this Madewell top would have been $8 to $10 at other Goodwills and it's only $5 here. I have been looking for a pair of green linen pants for so long. I've wanted a pair all summer and I knew that I would thrift a pair. I am just gonna pray that these fit. I wish I could sing Dancing Queen as well as ABBA, but nobody can sing as well as ABBA. This is a perfect example of why I love the pricing at this Goodwill. Little Free People movement top. This was only $3 and this would have been at least $15 if you were to go to most other Goodwills in the Twin Cities. Size medium, adorable little find. This is kind of what I expected when things get marked up. An athletic top, even $13 though, compared to some of the other ones, is not that bad. This gives like 1980s bathroom or like 2016 millennial hipster. I thought $100 for this was kind of a lot, even though it is really beautiful. The condition was definitely not quite there. Always check those go back racks, folks. This beautiful Farm Rio for Anthropology top is only $9 and it was right on the rack waiting for me to take it. A little Nation LTD top. I thought about asking Jack if he wanted this, but there was no price, and I really just didn't want to go through the rigmarole for a little Nation top, so that stayed behind, as well as this. This is a Babaton Aritzia long sleeve jumpsuit. You cannot hear it, but there is a child wailing in the background as this clip is going on. $7 isn't a bad price for yourself, but Aritzia does not sell for me. This little polo sweater is definitely one of my best finds of the day.
We are leaving Goodwill. Number one, I actually did pretty good. I found some gems. The people in this Goodwill were on one today. Every baby was screaming. Every old lady brought her little dog, and it literally sounded like a petting zoo. It was crazy. But we ended up with a couple of good little finds. They did, I forgot today's Wednesday as I'm filming this, they gave me the 25% discount, which was so nice. Unlike the Chanhassen Goodwill where that lady flipped me an attitude. I'm a Scorpio, so I never forget anything. So we are going to one of my absolute favorite places on planet Earth. We are going to Unique. which is in the same city as this Goodwill. If you don't know about Unique, it is kind of similar to Savers. It's like, I'm sorry if you can hear the air. It is literally 7 billion degrees in this car. It's like a Savers offshoot. It's like a Savers like hot older sister that like only comes around for Christmas and just kind of hangs out. It is going to be a very good time. I love Unique, and if I'm not mistaken, they restock on Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Wednesdays and Thursdays, one of those two. So we, fingers crossed, are going to get a little gem over there.
I am definitely not ever opposed to paying up for things like Steve Madden or Dolce Vita or like a nicer mall brand shoe if they are a style like this that's really current, really trendy, and in really, really good shape. I know we are sadly very quickly fading out of sandal season, I say as it's literally the beginning of July, but I thought these would be a really nice little fast flip. I think they're really cute, and I think this kind of like lugged sole is still really trendy. I'm honestly kind of shocked they didn't have this Henry Bendel bag behind the counter. They put a lot of his stuff back there, especially this Unique. Still has the original crossbody in phenomenal condition. It is $29, which I am more than happy to pay for one of these bags in this good of shape. This is a banger for the Depop girlies. This is a little vintage starter bag. If you know when these bags are from, please let me know. I think it'll be really fun. $6 I think is a great price. I did end up putting this Coach bag back because I did notice that there was some wear on the other side. $25 I don't think is too bad, but unfortunately she went back. Whenever I'm out sourcing, I do pick up some stuff for Debbie. She does not have the opportunities that we do to go out, so whenever I see something that she likes to sell, I'll pick it up for her. This Radley London bag was $10. I thought it was really decent. It just needs a little bit of a wipe down. Super cute little bag though. Me and Miss 8 Spade. I wonder what Kate ate for her 8 Spade bag. Love thrifting stuff for my classroom. These are great. These are just little like connector toys that my kids can play with after they get done with a project or if they finish early. They're phenomenal. I did really love this Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. It was $16, which they do mark their Ralph Lauren up pretty high, especially for the dress shirts. This would have been a phenomenal shirt to wear on vacation. I do, however, end up picking up this Madewell dress. It is new with tags, and for $13.49, I think this is a great piece. Size large, again, really good size. Love, love, love this vibe. I think this is a great summer dress, even though there are a ton of fuzzies on it. I was so excited when I found this vintage vest. These have been doing so well for me on Depop, and I love, 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 love this quilted detailing. Every now and again, I will come across a Lululemon item at Unique. A lot of the time, it's marked up really high. This tank top is no exception, even though it was super cute. It's just not worth that price. And especially with this kind of like washed deal that it's got going on, I left her behind.
We had some good little finds at Unique. I spent $120. I did pay up for those Steve Madden shoes. They were $16. But they're still on the website for like 120, 130, 140, whatever it was. So I figured that was a pretty safe bet, and if not, I can at least make my money back on them. I did get a few things for Debbie. I found a pair of Lululemon leggings. They missed. They are definitely not a style that I would sell. Also, deep apologies if you can hear the air conditioning. It is quite literally 92 degrees out today. So it's a scorcher. It's a little spicy outside. And I drink all my Diet Coke, so I'm drinking my water. And we matched. Isn't that a joy? We are headed back over to Uptown Cheapskate to pick up our tings, and then I am gonna eat. I'm so hungry. I don't know what I want to eat though. I want to like save money, and I don't want to get something really bougie. We went out last night. We met Debbie and just had a couple of bevies and had some really good dinner at a little local joint that we go to all the time. But it's not like, eating out adds up. It always adds up, which is really annoying. But either way. So I'll probably go to like Herbert's and Gerbert's, honestly, which is my favorite place on planet Earth. And Lord knows I do love Herbert's and Gerbert's. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go to Uptown. I'm going to go to Herbert's. And then I might go to Goodwill because I need to go to Aldi. And Goodwill and Aldi are like literally neighbors. And then I think we'll call it a day. This has been really fun. I think this definitely like put the Band-Aid on for the last time we did one of these where we found literally 5 things. I got a car full of stuff, which is pretty good. When I get home, we will do a little haul and just kind of wrap this little video up. It's been a really good day so far, so I'm gonna stop yammering. You can tell that I'm hungry because I've said the same thing 7 different times in 7 different ways. I'm gonna stop yammering. I'm gonna go pick up my stuff, and then we are going to go get some nourishment. We just picked up our stuff from Uptown. I got $240, which is great little vacation money. I am in desperate need of a sandwich. I am starving. I need an Herberts and Gerberts stat. I'm gonna go get my lunch. We are gonna go to one more little Goodwill. And I think, everybody, we will call it a day. We are at our final Goodwill of the day. I'm tired, man. I just wolfed down my sandwich. My lovely little carb is kicking in. I did have to redose with a DC. I feel great. I feel truly alive. So I'm gonna go to Goodwill. I've actually had some very surprising hits at this Goodwill recently. Had a really good haul 3-4 weeks ago maybe, and then I found some other really good stuff last time I came here, which was, I literally don't even remember how long ago. But either way, I will stop yammering at you and we'll go on and get in there.
I think I'm starting to get a little thrifting delirious. I thought this was a totem jacket and I was about to jump out of my shoes. I was so excited. It is not. This is some like TJ Maxx brand, but she fooled me. I ended up picking up this dress for Jack. This is a newer Banana Republic dress for $9. He loves the Banana Republic stuff. This specifically is right up his alley. It's from 2024. Any of the more modern Banana Republic pieces that are especially in these like trendy styles do really good for him. This I picked up for me, and you're probably like, Ryan, I know you have 1,000,001 green striped button downs, and you'd be right. But a lot of them, especially the bigger they get, the longer they get, and I like big width-wise, but not big lengthwise. This I also got for myself. This is definitely one of those little Free People dupe sweatshirts. This was only $5. And what's Goodwill without a stroll through the home decor? I really loved this little pottery lamp. I thought it was so cute. I have never seen a light bulb that tiny though, unless it's on a Christmas tree, but adorable nonetheless.
I am completely, utterly, totally exhausted. I was supposed to go to Aldi today, and I know she's right over there. I'm not doing that today. I'm going tomorrow. I need to go home. I just want to sit. It is so hot out, which is good. You know, it's nice that it's finally feeling like summer. But oh my goodness gracious, that means that it's 70 trillion degrees outside. So, just to kind of wrap things up, I will be doing a haul of everything that we bought. I think I'm gonna film that tomorrow as well. I do not have it in me today. Just do one big little overcheck. We will say goodbye, and I will check back in with everybody tomorrow. Oh, everybody, and as promised, Mike, do you want to come say hi? Come say hi. We are here to do a haul, aren't we? Yeah, thank you, baby. We're gonna do a haul. So, this is all the stuff that I found yesterday. I showed some of it, but I don't think I did a lot of it any justice. So we are gonna show you what we got, aren't we, Mike? Yeah, thank you for kisses. First up, because it's sitting right next to me, this absolutely beautiful Henry Bendel bag. Beautiful, beautiful Henry Bendel bag. The inside of this is literally like brand new. There's no wear on any of the corners. She does just need a little bit of a reshaping, but I feel like you put a couple of them little packing foamy things in here and she's good to go. It is so pretty. And Henry Bendel, if you don't know, does not exist anymore, which is really sad, but people still really do love his bags. This one was $28. I did not have a unique coupon when I went, which is kind of disheartening, but either way, I'd pay 28 bucks for it. Next up, we'll just do these. I got a bunch of these. I use these in my classroom all the time. They're just these like little small easels. These are great. Those were $2. Minus the 25% off because these 2 Goodwills I went to actually were kind and gave me a discount, which was really good. Next is a pair of linen pants. Inditex. I've never heard of these before, but they're green linen. Oh, they're Zara. Just kidding. Green linen pants. I've wanted a pair of these for so long. I really hope that these fit. They look a little bit big in the waist, but I'm hoping that with this like little this little like cinchy drawstring situation. I can kind of yank them in a little bit. They are USA 36, so those might not fit. These were $7 before the discount, so they were like 5 something after. This I got, we watched, if you do not watch, her name is Autumn Beckman. She's really sweet. I've been watching her for like years. Anyway, she did a video and she's like a bag lady. She is a bag lady, and she made a video about how popular these kind of little bowler bags are, and I was like, hey, I'm at Unique, and I found this cutie little vintage, if you're a Bradley one, this was $8. I figured it just because of how popular the style is, and I feel like because it's this like really cute little cottagey looking bag that it would do pretty good. I do love this specific label of your Bradleys. I picked it up at the bins not too long ago, and it is doing quite well. I think the vintage ones just have a little bit more je ne sais quoi. This was $3 before the discount. It is Free People Movement, size medium, really cute, just little pink crop top. Cute, cute, cute. Nice little color. Nice little color. If you can tell, I am not filming under the studio lights today because it is so swelteringly hot out that I could not manage, and I have to photograph all this stuff, so that would be too many hours in front of those lights, which I'm not a fan of. Next, this is for the classroom as well. These are just these like little fun, like makerspace Tinker Toys. This was $5 before the discount. I love anything that comes in like a pre-designed container, because then I can say, hey, put your stuff back where it goes. And you know where it goes because the container's right there. From our little kind of excursion that we did where we went to a thrift store where I usually do not get to go, I found this, the Free in a size large. This was half off of $7, $8. This was like $4, $3 and some change. Really nice sky blue thermal. And as you can kind of tell from the back, it does have this like open back detail. Super nice. I really do like these, and I pick them up in the bins to take to the consignment store, but I will sell a large myself just because I feel like that is the Free People size that doesn't get sold a ton. Next up is this Lucky Brand shirt. This was $7 before the discount. Any vintage Lucky Brand does so good for me on Depop, especially if it's this kind of stuff, this like very heavy early 2000s like Asian inspired, Ed Hardy, very that, and they always do really good. This I was so excited to find. This is Polo Ralph Lauren, size medium, $7 before the discount, very vintage little polo tag, but look at this cutie little sweater. I am absolutely obsessed with this. I think this is going to do really good. The polo sweaters are like $300 to $400 new still. They are so expensive. So a good vintage one can do quite good. I'm very, very excited about that. This, I do not actually know if I ever ended up showing. It is a vintage Guess sweatshirt, 80s or 90s, and it's this really fun international wear, Guess little white crew neck. These always do good on Depop. These actually have done pretty good on Poshmark for me as well. This was $10. I know I showed these. I don't think I showed these in their entirety. This is a pair of Goldie jeans in a size 28. These were $14, which is right around kind of my top price that I will pay for a Goldies. These are the Nico jean, and I do not know what the color is, but really nice, kind of like washed black skinny jean. I think a Goldie, or like more of a straight. No, that's a skinny. A Goldie is one of the only brands that I will actually still pick up anything even remotely close to a skinny jean because I think the audience is so dedicated, they'll still pick them up. Okay, this I got at Unique. Absolutely love this dress. This is Madewell. I paid $13.49 for this. It is new tags. It is a size large, but look at how cute this dress is with the little like different color rickrack ribbon on it. And it is lined. It does have some poof to it. Like it would be really, really fun to wear to like, probably not a wedding because it's white, but like if you had a rehearsal dinner, no, don't wear this to the rehearsal dinner. Mike, are you gonna sleep on my stuff? He says, yes, I'm going to sleep on your stuff. Summer barbecues, summer little endeavors. I think that'd be super cute. I did not do this justice when I showed it. This was $14 as well. It is soft surroundings in a size 6, and it is new with tags. MSRP, $180. This is the Santa sparkling maxi dress in sangria. I think it's like this. And then like the chest actually fills it in and kind of fills it out a little bit. It's
so stunning. It has these little, beautiful little sparkly details on it with this really, really nice trim. I did not get to check when I was in the store because I was just too busy focused on everything else. If this is silk, since it's 180 bucks, I would assume so. Oh, it's polyester, just kidding. Polyester metallic, wash inside out. Love. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful dress as well. I love summer dresses. I think that's my favorite category. This I got for me to just wear with like a white collared shirt underneath it at school. It was $5 minus the discount. This is definitely one of those like free people sweatshirt knockoffs that everybody wore. And on that note, if you ever like a trend, just give it 6 months and it'll be a good one. I got for me as well to wear to school, size 2X. This was $7 minus the discount. I love a green striped button down that's like boxy this way, but not super long. And this fits that category, which I think is super fun, super great. This is a really good Anthro piece. It is Let Love by Anthropologie, which if you don't know is a new kind of like bravado aesthetic almost. They make these really fun little band t-shirts. This one is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This was $10. Great little find, just plain on the back. Okay, this was a really good find, and I did not get to show this one in her entirety. This was $9 before the discount, and this is Farm Rio for Anthropologie. I wish I would have found this before the 4th of July, because how cute would this have been? But it's this beautiful red, cream, and blue star-printed little top. I thought that this could have been a set, so I did do a lap around the skirts and the pants to kind of see if I saw this print. I sadly did not, but I was super happy to find it. Okay, so this is my first time finding this brand. It is John Fluvog, which I did not know. He is a Minneapolis-based shoe designer, very famous. A lot of people love his stuff. And these were $20. It is this really beautiful pair of, I think these are navy blue. Once I get them under the studio lights, I'll be able to see a little bit better. And white little loafers. There is the little Fluvog stamp. These have really only ever been tried on. These have not been worn that much. This leather is so soft on his sole. Love it. Another really good little Depop find for the girlies. This was at Unique. This is a pair of bongo sandals. These were $9. They do have a little bit of wear on this like bottom foamy part for the heel, but with vintage shoes, that's kind of what you get. And this leather is really, really thick. It's like Doc Martens leather. These are a size 6.5. This is very, very, very on trend for those girls. Next, another little Depop find. This, I'm literally just gonna take a Clorox wipe and wipe her down. It is this really cute little starter bag. Is it starter? Yeah, starter little top handle bag. This was $6 before the discount. Really, really, really amazing. A little Y2K find in that classic kind of like early 2000s baby blue. Okay. Last piece of clothing is this really cute vest. This was $6. It's by Sunbelt Sportswear. Vests are still super popular, and I feel like this is gonna do so good. That Vera Bradley bag would actually be so stinking cute. It's adorable, and for $6, I'm more than happy to. I got 3 of these for the classroom as well. I love having things when kids get done, they can go do something where it feels like they're playing, but they also were like learning, building, working on social skills, and that is what these kind of are. They're these little tiny, like very early 2000s, if I do say so myself, very Jimmy Neutron, little connector thingers, and they go nuts for these. They absolutely love them. These were $3.49 a bag, but like I'll put 2 of these bags out and I'll keep the other one for in case they go missing, things inevitably get, you know, kind of picked up, taken, whatever. I'll have some extras. Last but not least, I did not know that these are a Ganni dupe. This is a Steve Madden little flat. These are the Crea in this like really, really, really cool patent red. I love all the buckles. I love all the studs. I think these are great. I did pay up for these. These were $17. They have literally never been worn. They are a size 8. Good size, great style. I think these are gonna do quite well.
And with that, everybody, our little thrifting excursion has come to an end. I hope you all enjoyed this wonderful little video. I know this was kind of a long one with all the voiceovers and all the clips and all the this and the that and the other. I had a really good time hanging out with everybody. I think we found some pretty good stuff. Obviously, if you enjoyed, do your little things on your little buttons down in the little thingy. If you would like new Full Cart Club merch, it is out and it is in the description. I will see everybody in the next one. Goodbye.